I was just going through all my TikToks before they're shut down here in America and decided to put them all together here in this video. Please enjoy my favorite TikToks.
Howdy, folks, and come on down to our friendly town. Hooray, I've killed the bad guys, and off I go to live my life fully and completely.
Anywhere there's a song, I have to mute it and talk over. And the song for this one was Tommy Cash, You're So Stupid. And it worked really well with this little video of my little people.
My hair is horrible.
It's really bad. Nobody likes Jeffrey's hair.
Hey, Jeff, what's up with your hair?
There's a
Stupid.
Sometimes
I think your hair is awesome.
I like
I'm
yours
gonna touch
too.
it.
You know, over the years, Jeffrey has had the most awesome haircuts ever.
Yeah.
Let's all touch this one.
We should make a video of all of his haircuts.
You wait, you already did that like 4 years ago.
No,
But
that was 1 week. That was 1 week of hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the heck?
You got a mohawk too.
Huh?
You do.
Oh,
You.
yeah.
Oh.
I forgot. And I also forgot to move my mouth when I talk. Okay, that was funny. Let's kiss Jeff now.
Oh, wow.
He's so lovable. You smell.
That's not
nice.
wrong or anything.
My highest amount of followers on TikTok was 119,000. And as I'm leaving, it's at 108.3. In the far future, the oceans and the land have merged together to form an endless network of rivers reaching across the world. The skies have turned yellow, plants have evolved blue, and the waters glow from new species of the eco-chain. Two groups of people now exist sparingly, the river riders and the land dwellers. The river riders trade and transport goods with the land dwellers. Enter our heroes, Loner Terry and Orphan Sam. Terry has always lived on the river and rescued Sam from the marauders who killed his family. But that is a story for another time. Together they roam the waterways, avoiding danger, saving lives, and trading for some sweet boat parts. Their adventures were typical of all the greatest stories, but exquisitely grand to you and me. Here's that same diorama and what it looks like at night with the little glow-in-the-dark fish that I handmade. I even added the lights to the Hot Wheels boat that I created. Last night, I challenged myself to a 4-hour portrait painting. I used my oil paints on canvas, and I just used a variety of colors to paint my husband. Now, this is the first time I used my video editing program on my laptop, so soon I'll be able to make some YouTube videos of how I make my projects. And this piece actually took me 3 hours and 54 minutes to create, so I was a little under my time limit. And I had a lot of fun. My secret garden maze is on hold for a while until I get the rest of the parts and pieces I need in the mail. So I will start a die-cast diorama tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye. Well, isn't this nice? What a great place you have here. I think you've done so well. In my free time, I love to ride my bike and allow my husband to come along and film me as I do it. We had a great day riding up this trail that we haven't ridden up in many years, and I had a couple little mess ups today, and at one point where I didn't film it, but I tore my arm up by some blackberry bushes. So we just did a quick ride up and through the mountains, and we've been riding since we were teenagers, and we're in our 40s now, and we taught our children how to ride bikes. I am riding a Montesa, which is actually meant for rock climbers, but I am not a rock climber. I just like it because it's a lightweight bike and it's easy for me to maneuver. I've been riding this bike for almost 16, 17 years now, and maybe I should upgrade, but I don't plan on getting any better than this. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. I was thinking about how cool it'd be if they made like a little robot phone caddy for like the average Joe, and it was on some like wheels or something, and it was Bluetooth technology. Maybe you had a little sensor here so that when you moved around, your phone caddy would keep you in the frame, and you could like maybe have buttons to set it so it could follow you for like 4 feet away at all times and keep up with you. Maybe some like 4-wheel drive wheels on there to go over gravel and grass, and an extension arm too that comes up so it can film you at eye level. I don't know, maybe they already have that. It would just really be a great idea and work well for me. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Woody isn't going to save you now. Oh no, Mr. Bill! Fun fact, snowman zombies are prevalent in Canada. Snowpiercer 2, The Insect Chronicles. Sometimes you have to do things in a crazy way just to have fun and make a little video. My son Forrest said, "Oh yeah, I could beat you if we raced." And my husband Jeff said, "Oh, I don't think so." So we said, let's go out and race and see who's gonna win. Just to be fair, they did it a second time and he won again.
It's the scariest time of the year. Politicians and goblins and voting and hauntings for sure. It's the most scariest time of the year. Ding dong, ding dong.
Here is a view of my last studio at its heyday, the cleanest. Everything all organized, looking good. I really miss this space. It's good to have this video of it. I actually made this into a little movie called Rowan. I think it's Rowan the Tall Tale. It's on my YouTube somewhere hidden about. And I made this entire little diorama, all this piece, this little traveling show. The song for this video was Bat Country from Avenged Sevenfold, and it worked out really well with me putting my gear on. The painting I'm creating here was inspired by a photograph I've seen of a steel factory from the sky. So it inspired this design, and sometimes you feel like there's so many times in a painting when you're like, oh, stop right there. That's perfect. But then you keep going on and on. But I still loved it. It turned out great in the end. So please enjoy as we watch a little bit more of this. We're taking our bikes to the moon. We had a great day of riding. Now it's time to do some art. It's a rainy day project. My sister gave me this awesome little unicorn, so I thought I would make it a home. I've got a little castle just cut out of some foam board and painted some little white stones on it, and got the background in there and started slowly adding a little green stuff around and some clouds up. I've got the castle in now, and there he is, my little unicorn. He's looking pretty good. I used a pop can tab on the back there so that I can just hang it right up on the wall. And I kept adding more and more things like the little trees at the top. And I went back and added some stuff around the edges and some more clouds around the top and a little UFO up there. It's kind of hard to focus the camera on that. But I also made this little tiny bird. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day. Jeff, will you remodel and restore a French chateau with me?
But of course, my dear.
Thanks. I used the Space Odyssey song for this. It's like dun 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 dun. You know. Hello, all my skater friends. Let's make some mini skateboards with Carl. We found this chunk of plywood down behind 7-Eleven in the dumpster, so it'd be perfect for the deck of our skateboard. And we have this tiny little hand tool. We didn't have any power tools, so it took a little bit longer than usual to cut everything. Carl spent hours sanding down the deck of the skateboard into the proper shape. Carl adds the riser pad, and then we paint it all black, and then we get all the tools out and the materials ready to make the trucks and the wheels. But we also use an axle method, which we cut down, and then go ahead and apply the truck and the wheels, and then we apply those to the skateboard. Wow, we ended up making two. They look pretty good, Carl, and you can move it around. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. A few years ago, some kids came out here and bent up the merry-go-round, so my husband offered to come out and straighten it today. All of these metal rods are designed to easily come apart, so it wasn't very difficult to take these out and either use some hand strength or the hammer. I could see the moon just over the top of the hill. For the larger rod, my husband took it over to this old sawmill and used it to have leverage to bend it into place. I would have done this, but I had to film. We also drilled some holes at the end of these so when the water got in there, it can find its way back out without freezing and cracking the pipe. The metal holding the cars, just a few of them got bent really bad, so we did fix those and made them look just right again. Thank you, Jeff, for volunteering your time and helping out this ride and our community.
30 seems more reasonable for childs.
We're in Walker Valley today in Washington State, and we are riding our bikes out, and we're gonna have some fun, right guys? Yeah, woo! There's a lot of great people out there practicing proper etiquette. For example, if you're coming across somebody on the trail, let them know how many in your party. So if there's 3, I'd be 1. There's 2 more behind me. The next person will go 1, and the last person will go 0. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day. So one of the old farmers and I were talking yesterday about painting, and we were talking about some sort of tub, and he says, you know how I'd do that? I'd fill it full of water, and then I'd just dump some paint in there. And when the water evaporated and dried, it'd all be painted. That's such a farmer crazy idea, right? Yeah, totally. So I thought, hey, that might actually be a good idea for smoothing out my metal looking paint job on my miniature appliances. And it worked. Crazy. I paint 2 strokes in the morning. I paint 2 strokes at night. I paint 2 strokes in the afternoon. It makes me feel alright. I paint 2 strokes in time of peace and 2 in time of war. I paint 2 strokes before I paint 2 strokes, and then I paint 2 more. With giant flower wallpaper trending right now, I thought, oh, that's cool, but it's not really my cup of tea. And then I thought, what if I added robots to my design? Oh, I think that'll work perfectly. So I've got Iron Giant, Bender, Wally, R2-D2, and some random robot guy here. And of course the Lego guy, because I want this space to also hold my Legos. So I did a little mock-up. I'll probably put some more flowers, change the colors up and stuff. But I like the idea, and I'd love to paint this space like this. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye. Today we're testing out the skunk kite. The kite is great for beginners. It's the 2-string kite method. And it costs $20. Sometimes when it crashes, it comes apart here or here, and all you have to do is put it back in. It's really durable. How's that kite, Jeff?
I think that is the best kite I have ever flown.
Cool, thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. And that is the review on the skunk kite. Clarice and I are going on another ride today. We're up on Darlin Mountain, which is the 2nd highest road in Washington State. And from this point of view, you can see 5 mountains. Let's see, Mount Hood, Mount Adams, Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, and Mount Baker. People used to ski up here a really long time ago. Now nobody does that. They just bring their snowmobiles or snow machines up here. We've got a tiny little bit of snow left. There's usually a lot more snow up here this time of the year, so we're going to take the road all the way around. I ended at the giant Rock Mountain! Hey, I don't know if you guys remember my car skeleton, Frank. And there's little Frank Jr. My car's in the shop this week, so Frank came home with me to hang out. And we wanted to solve one of his problems. His mouth was always open like this. So we came up with a solution, and I'll tell you what we did. I used my MacGyver TV show knowledge and found these 3 items. Drill a hole in the roof of the mouth and one in the chin. Folded rubber band on cotter pin. I add the cotter pin into the hole, and then I open up an eyelet, put the rubber bands onto the eyelet, but then I'll go ahead and I'll just put that into the hole in the chin. Yeah, there's probably a better way to do this, but sometimes you just want to get stuff done the farmer's way. It looks great. We can add a string and make you talk. No thanks. I like to take some of my broken figurines and make them into other creatures, but I also had Stinkor, and I gave him a fashion show. There was an NXS song with this video, but please enjoy the fashions of Stinkor. Okay, here we go. Possibly the last camping trip of the year, and we are met with camp robbers, also known as Canada Jays or Whiskey Jack. Part of our group decided to go on a walking adventure, and what did we come across but a cabin in the woods? We are very far from civilization, so it's odd to come across a cabin with no road to it. But this is a snowmobile cabin, and there are many of these up in these hills. It seems so spooky on the outside, and then you go inside, and it's nice and cozy. There's a huge stack of firewood, a wood stove, some spray insulation put in around the windows, and everybody wrote their name up here. And there's some comfy benches also. I did want to correct myself. There is a road up behind this cabin, but It is so overgrown you can't see it when you drive by, and you wouldn't know it was there. The road coming up here is usually snowed in for 9 or 10 months out of the year. Otherwise, you can just bring your truck, Jeep, motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, and drive up, and there's plenty of camping. Do you say snowmobile or snow machine? Snowmobiles are very popular up here during the wintertime. Across from the cabin is a dried lake bed and a little stream. I just want to swing around to one side of the cabin so you can see the view and what to expect up here on top of the mountainside. It just takes a tree or two to hide a cabin in the woods. This reminds me of the time I was lost in the desert as a child. Maybe that's a story for another day. Hey, thanks for stopping by and watching my little adventure. Have a great one. This railroad turnstile or turntable is located in an abandoned town called Monte Cristo in Washington State. And this is an old mining town, and it's actually been abandoned several times. I think this is the only thing left from town that you can see. This video is more than 10 years old. At the ultimate estate sale by my house. Look at this awesome barn. Look at the straw coming through the ceiling in this section. Carl's back from Florida and he asked me to assemble his skateboard for him. I said, okay, but you gotta help a little at least this time. And he said he would. So I went ahead and put the grip tape down, and then he pushed down the edges for me. Next, we attached the trucks to the bottom of the skateboard, and we used tiny little black screws and screw those in. A multi-purpose tool came with this, and on one side was a screwdriver. Hey Carl, I'll hold this on here and you put the next screw in. I'm going to attach the wheels and the nuts, and Carl will tighten those up. All right, I'm going to double check and make sure everything is tight, and check the bottom ones also. Well, I hope you're happy now, Carl. You've got your skateboard and it looks like you're having fun. And I hope you have a great one. Bye. Hi, I'm Tammy Walker from Boxy Queens. And for the year 2023, I created a lot of things besides volunteering and dirt bike riding. This year, I created 17 oil and acrylic paintings. I also created this little Barbenheimer diorama. And I created this little comet diorama. And I also made a big section to my abandoned USA town by building this little motel. And these are for all my little die-cast vehicles, such as Matchbox and Hot Wheels. And there's even furniture in these rooms. Also, during my off time, I like to draw and just work on a random picture for a long time. And besides the 2 dollhouses I'm making, I also created this one item, and this is my most favorite piece. This is called the Impossible Shack. And this picture of a house going around the internet for a while of this building, and I decided I would just go ahead and create it. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and my goals for 2024 are to create more. Thank you. Bye. My car got towed last night, and I got to come down here and pick it up. And I'm really kind of scared. This place is crazy. I haven't found anybody, and I don't see my car anywhere. One day I was thinking about my tools needed some clothes, and I thought about doing a photo shoot with little bikinis and stuff on them. And then I ended up making it into a calendar, And then I turned around and sold the calendar to some stores in town. And that was my calendar story. The end. Banana Man began the jam. Patrick Swayze's in here too. Short giants and skinny dwarves, the shark guy ate my shoe. I'm sure this place is haunted, the horse told cheerleader Amy. Muscles and Muppet heard it too, and the alien with the log, maybe. Pirate and Cyclops used to date, and Cat and her kit are 3 inches away. Some sing the song of their clan, and some worship the sun all day. I'm just happy to get them out of my head to a safe place, onto a piece of paper with ink that I cannot erase. Got my flashlights on. It's starting to get dark out. It looks a lot brighter on my phone than it really is. You know, I was noticing earlier about all the sunlight behind these trees, and it was just so magical and safe feeling. And now that it's getting dark, look at these dark spaces. Oh, I guess I can't zoom in. But all these dark places for people to hide. Monsters to hide. Monsters, I tell you. But I don't believe in that stuff. Ain't nothing gonna hurt me. I'm okay. Right? What? Who's in there? Who's there? Before I went on vacation, I had spray painted this all just gray base because it was all rusty, and I was hoping to get back to it sooner than later, but here I am. This took me actually less than 3 hours to do, and I used oil paints from my first mural, but they were really sticky and a lot of them dried, so I really had to get the paint on there and push it on there. It took me some time, but I got it. I'm just doing a real simplistic look here. I'm not trying for anything perfect, just really quick, put this on and walk away, and I feel like I accomplished that. And I had a lot of visitors. I had some guys from India come by, and they had their picture taken with me and all kinds of fun stuff. So this is a great way to bring community together, being out there, painting, talking with people. And it's a great way for me to practice all the stuff that I like to do. Been loving doing murals, and I was so excited to be able to do this little one here. All right, that just took a couple hours to do for the museum. Just a really quick art there that was just rusty before. If you've seen my picture, maybe I'll put that in this video. But just something real quick. I like it. It's gonna work. I guess I could have painted this, but I wasn't quite sure about that. I signed it, the year, and what kind of paint I use. Hey, thanks for watching. Do you need a new hairstyle in your life? Maybe you need one with a mustache. Maybe some 50s do. Is it about time you have a fro? Or how about a beehive in your life? Or let's just let it grow all out and get a mustache and a beard. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. The other day, I asked myself, why are some of the praying mantises in my area tan and others green? So I learned how their environment decides their coloring and where they were at their last molt. Yellow mantises are from dry straw. Green mantises develop from fresh grass. Black mantises come from charred landscapes. And the praying mantis can appear brown after molting due to temperature and humidity. Praying mantis can be spread across the earth in temperate and tropical areas. And the mantids are among the largest insects, size from 2 to 5 inches long. These Pacific tree frogs are all over my property, also known as Pacific coarse frog. They can be found from Northern California all the way up to the southern point of Alaska. They live in many different types of habitats, from the sea all the way up to the mountains at 10,000 feet elevation. They grow up to 2 inches long and are identified by an eye stripe, coming in an array of colors: green, tan, reddish, gold, gray, brown, cream, and black. These little frogs can change their color according to the environment. Hi, today I've been working on my diorama, and you can see I got the guardrails and the red rocks down. I decided that this might be a Colorado because they have the red rocks on the side of the road. I made the road look really old and aged and cracked. Bam! It's a fun project. I still have a little bit more to do, and I'll be done soon. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye. This is a little pile of tin. Nobody knows what shape it's in. Got 4 wheels and a running board. It's not a Chevy. It's not a Ford. Baseball bats and species, eradicating kittens, carbon dioxide and tsetse fly bitten, black garbage bags left on my porch swing. These are a few of the most dangerous things: uncivilization and unmasked canoodles, hurricane tornadoes, no flour for the strudels, an angry tiger tied up with a string. These are a few of the most dangerous things: melting glaciers, highway crashes, all of us wondering where the cash is, eating 4 servings of hot spicy wings. Sometimes in life, there's a pothole, and then there's another pothole, and then there's another pothole.